Okay, let's try this again. So, let me just sit still. This is a Lazy Oaf sample sale haul. So I think twice a year Lazy Oaf does a sample sale. Sample sale means that they sell pieces that are either like trial and error pieces, so there's something wrong with them, or they have makeup stains from like shoots. So they sell them on sale. They have this twice a year, and it's a huge hit because everybody loves Lazy Oaf. Like it's practically a cult, or it's definitely like a community. And people show up and they line up from like this year. I think the girl who was first in line had been there since 2 a.m. We showed up at 5:30 and we got in line at a point where so when they started letting people in at 10 a.m, so 4 hours later, we got in with the second batch of people. And sometimes you can even find pieces that never got into production. So there's like something that they planned to do and they made a couple of copies of but never decided to sell, so they never mass produced them. So like unique pieces, or at least like very rare pieces that never got sold anywhere else. I bought way more than I was intending to, but I got a lot of cool stuff. I got a couple of ISOs, so ISO means in search of, so pieces that are no longer sold on the website or like on ASOS or anything, but I've been looking for them like second hand, or well, basically second hand if anybody would sell them to me, and I happened to find them in sample sale for way cheaper than I would have gotten them if I bought them from somebody online. Because usually the value of the pieces tends to go up the older and rarer they are once you can't get them online anymore. I found a couple of pieces that I've been looking for, and then I found a couple of pieces that are unique / rare or never were produced, and then I just found a couple of things that were cool and I never thought to get before, but they were on sale, so I decided to. I am going to start showing them to you now. First up, we got a huge ISO that I really wanted to get when it first came out last December, but I didn't because I was feeling fairly hesitant of using 8 euros of my own money for it, or not that I used anyone else's money this time, but it was cheaper. And it sold out pretty quickly, and then I was regretting not getting it, and I've been trying to find it throughout the spring somewhere in a size that would fit me, but nobody seems to be selling it. I didn't know that it was that popular. Nobody ever talks about it either, like on the Facebook site, or it's not like a famous piece in my opinion, or in my understanding, but I can't find it anywhere. So there was one, at least when I got there was one left of those, and I got it, and it's mine now, and I'm very happy because this is a huge ISO, and I got it for way cheaper than I would have gotten if I got it second hand off the internet. I can't remember the prices that I paid for everything at all, because the pieces don't have the prices on them. They had like a list, like tops this, pants this. It's a cropped like pajama top, which is really cute. I really like the idea how it's like almost a traditional pajama top, but it's cropped, and I think that's cute. But most importantly, it comes with these shorts that I freaking love. They're tiny little shorty shorts with little hearts here, and the best part, it has a ruffly heart where your butt goes. It's great, and I love it. It's really random, but that's honestly the part that I love the most. Like, I wouldn't have cared about it, even though the crop top and everything is cute. I wouldn't have cared about it if it didn't have the ruffly bum heart. And specifically just the one, because they did come out with another very similar design with like 2 little ruffly hearts on the butt, like almost like pockets, but not actually pockets. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted this specific thing. I cannot explain to you why I find this so cute, but I do. And the thing about most Lazy Oaf pieces that I really love are the most obscure little details. Like there are a lot of pieces that I have that I've been like, oh well that's nice, but I don't want to buy it, and then I notice the tiniest detail and I'm like, nope, I need to get it. I have this sweater dress that I can't show to you because it's in my grandma's apartment, but I have this sweater dress that is like pastel panels, and it's cute because it's pastel panels and everything. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. And then I realized that I don't know what this is called in English. In Finnish it's called resori. Those were also different colors. So the other one is I think green and the other one is purple maybe? Or no, not purple. The other one's green and the other one's blue, I'm gonna say. And that was the part that sold it to me. The different color ends of sleeves. And then I have another not a sweater dress. Well, a t-shirt dress or a sweater dress. Which is like, it's black stripes and it has heart-shaped buttons here, and I thought it was just that, black stripes, black and white stripes and heart-shaped buttons, which is cute, but I was like, it's cute, but I'm not gonna get it. And then I realized that the stripes on the sleeves are slightly different than the stripes in the middle. The difference in the thickness of the stripes gives it the little extra thing that makes it, to me, worth spending money on. And those are the things that I like about Lazy Oaf, even though they are like clearly like unique pieces as compared to like other brands or like casual or basic brands. They're always like, they're still pretty casual compared to a lot of things that you would find on Dollskill. They're pretty laid back, but they have the tiniest little cool details that make the piece the piece. I already have this top, the next top. I got it second hand off the Lazy Oaf Sales Facebook group, which is full of lovely people. But it was in a size M and L. And the seller, I talked to the seller and I told her that I'm really short and tiny, so I'm not sure about getting it. And she was like, my friend wears it as a dress and she really likes it and she's around your size. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And it looks nice on me, but it's still... It's just my personal problem that I feel like it's too enormous. Like, it looks nice, but I just don't... I feel like I'm wearing a tent. And it's just my personal thing. Like, anybody who I asked... Like, I got a lot of compliments when I wore it to work, for example. But it just bothers me how big it is. So, when I happened to see this in the sample sale... This is from last year, actually. Last year's collab with Hello Kitty. And this was in size S. I decided to get it, which means that I will be getting rid of the M/L part. I'm gonna version. I'm gonna sell it. I don't know through which route, but if you're from the Facebook group and you are interested in it, hit me up. If I don't sell it in the group, I'll sell it somewhere else. But if you're interested, definitely hit me up. Anyway, this is from the Lazy Oaf collab with Hello Kitty. Now the thing about this is, the actual sizing of this piece, or in the store, is S/M, and then the other size is M/L. So there's two sizes, the smaller one and the bigger one. But this size is just S, which means that this is a version that never got distributed. And also another difference to the piece, which I actually like, is that the kitty and I think her name is Mimi or Millie, Hello Kitty's sister. The characters, embroidered characters, so they're like more like patches, are bigger, because in the original piece they're way smaller. But I actually like that. I always felt like the sizing of the characters was really weird. It sits very nicely. It looks like a shirt, but it's long enough. And in the back we have the best part, the part that makes this shirt worth wanting. These little ties that tie together. There's like a slit and then the little ribbons tie the sides together, and it's very cool. Well, this is not exactly ISO. This is one of those pieces that I've been thinking of getting and thinking of getting and thinking of getting, but I never wanted it enough to actually like splurge on it. But then I found it in the sale and I tried it on and I was like, I'm just gonna get it because I've been thinking about it so much. And I'm gonna regret it if I don't. So, it's like a little, it's a velvet crop top bright pink. It's not quite as bright as it shows up on camera, but it's bright pink and it says "Don't touch" on it, which TBH, best message. And it's just like, the reason I never spent the money on it was because it's very simple. It's not like a statement piece, and Lazy Oaf is relatively expensive, so, or is expensive, so especially if you have other stuff that you want to save for, the little pieces like go unnoticed. But I decided to get it since it was in the sale, and I'm happy that I did. This one is a thing that I've also, it's one of those things like the other one that I've also considered getting. Every time I've seen someone sell it on secondhand, or it's been on sale in ASOS, or just like I've seen somebody wear it on the Facebook page, and I never did, but now I have. It is like a baby doll dress that is supposed to be a like sleep wear nightgown. It is a nightgown is the word in English that I'm looking for. It's supposed to be a nightgown. It's very see-through, so chances are that I'm gonna end up wearing it as a nightgown as well. But I might as well wear it as a dress. If I won't feel anxious about the disorganization of it, I might wear it as both to bed and outside, like obviously with something under it. But it's very pretty. It has like little ruffles and then little hearts where your nipples go. The other one is happy nipple, sad nipple. Very classic Lazy Oaf design. Nipples with emotions since 1995 or whenever Lazy Oaf was founded. They should hire me to make slogans for them. Can you tell that I really regretted not getting anything from the Christmas sleepy time wear thing collection? I also got this. It says "Not now," and I'm going to uni and I'm gonna be living in, I almost said an asylum. That's not it. I'm gonna be living in student housing. So I'll obviously have my own room, but I still think this will be great just in case I don't have a good curtain or whatever. And it says "Not now," and I like it. It's nice. In Finland, in summer, I mean, it's now like 11, not quite, maybe 10 p.m. and it's still light outside because Finland, which is great and I enjoy it, but it also means that you don't really sleep a lot in the summer if you don't have one of these or good curtains. Then next up we have a piece from Gem, the Gem collection, which is like the creator of Lazy Oaf. Her first name is Gemma and her last name I will check and put in text here. Bling! But she has her own like sister label that is basically Lazy Oaf, but it's like Lazy Oaf with like a bracket. Like it's Gem, like Lazy Oaf brackets Gem. And the pieces, Gem pieces are usually a little bit more expensive, which has been criticized because they're not significantly different from the Lazy Oaf pieces. Like they have a specific style that is consistent to the Gem collection, but it's not like, it just looks like a Lazy Oaf collection that is of a specific style, you know. Anyway, this is from the sale, which means it was cheaper, yay. And this is a piece that I never considered getting. I've never even like given it half a thought. This is from the first Gem release, obviously, because the second one that just came out wasn't in the sale because it's brand new. This is from the older collection that came out, I think, last autumn. And I never even considered getting this, and then I saw it and I was like, that is actually really pretty. That's the thing. The reason why I wish I could go to the Lazy Oaf store more, because when you see the pieces in person, you can tell better if you like them or not. I would have missed on this piece entirely if I hadn't seen it live. It has like, it's see-through, and I still don't know what I'm gonna wear under it, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's off the shoulder, which I personally very much like. It has a little heart in the middle, and then a flared sleeve. Now, here's the thing. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy, I'm very sorry. A thing about me is that I'm very picky about lace. Because lace is basically, this is probably technically wrong to say, but it's basically embroidery, so it has different patterns. If lace looks cheap, or you can see like a lot of like real lace made out of like real fiber thread is obviously very expensive, so I'm not expecting to everything lace that I buy with my non-rich money to be like really fancy and not actually made out of plastic. But if you can see that it's made out of plastic, I don't want that. It looks ugly. My pet peeve is when the design is the kind where you have like little fringes coming off the edge. I have an exception to that rule because the rest of the lace on that piece is phenomenal and it doesn't look bad. But often, you know, like H&M type of lacy stuff has like those little fringes, and I freaking hate that. I'm very picky about lace stuff that I get, and this lace is very pretty. It's like the flowering on it is like daisies rather than like roses or anything else, and it's very pretty and it looks quality. It actually doesn't look plasticky. It's probably not made out of like real fibers, or it's probably synthetic anyway, but it doesn't look tacky or like cheap, and that's the most important part about a good lace. Another gem label thing that I got is a dress that has never been produced on the website. So this is another one, like a second one of the unique pieces that I got. I don't really count the Hello Kitty top because the top exists, it just doesn't look like the one that I have, but it exists. But this one has not been sold anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99.9% sure that this has never been sold anywhere. There's a similar one, or actually two similar ones. So in the current gem, or the newest gem collection, we have the bear dress that is in the same cut, and then the first one we had like a pink gingham. That's not gingham though. It's like, I don't know what to call that pattern. I know it has a name, but I can't think of the name right now. It's like pink and it has like grids on it. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna look up another word and put it here. Bing! But this is just white. It's like white, like lightweight denim. It has a black underskirt that is not even fully sewed on. I don't know if it's supposed to be. I don't know if it is on the pink version that actually is mass produced, or if it's just, if this is, the sample is just like not finished. But I really like it because it's a very basic piece, a very nice cut. I really like a baby doll cut, and I don't know if, well, this is the baby doll E cut, like a really flowy one. It's a very good basic. You can compare this with pretty much anything. And once again, the thing that makes this is the tiny little detail that the clasps here in the back that this designer gem dress always has is this prettiest pink. Like, this is the only pink part about this dress, but I feel like that's what makes it worth it. Like, if it was a metal color or if it was just white, it wouldn't be the same dress. I feel like that's very important, even though it probably isn't, but I really like that detail, and that's the reason I got it. That and the fact that it was unique, that kind of seduced me also. But I do genuinely also like it. I didn't just get it because it's unique. And here we have another ISO, so a piece that I've been looking for and wanting to get for the longest time. Again, details. This is a swimming suit. It's a rainbow swimming suit. Pixelox has the same one, and she made a video on it and blah 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it suits her, but I don't really want a rainbow swimming suit. Like, that's not really my aesthetic at all. And it's kind of a boring idea. Like, it has bows on the side and everything, but it's not very interesting, is it? And then I realized that every single bow is a different color. So we have pink one, a yellow one, a blue one. On the other side, they're the same colors and in the same order, but they're different from each other, and they don't correspond the background color necessarily. Well, in this particular case it does right here, but not on purpose. And for some reason, that detail that the bows are different colors from each other makes it that they're not just like rainbow fabric, or they're not just all pink or all yellow or all blue. That makes the suit for me, and ever since I realized that little detail, I've been trying to get my hands on one. And this is a very sought after piece, and obviously, like, once you've used it a lot, you don't want to sell it secondhand either. So the price of this hikes up quite a bit. And I didn't want to get a size S because everyone says that all of the swimming suits run small, which might be true, but I was worried that it wouldn't fit me. And now that I saw it in person, I can, like, this is a size S. I can tell that it did, but obviously if I bought it online, I couldn't have been able to know that. I'm pretty sure it will fit me. I haven't tried it on yet. I got it brand new from the sample sale. It's pretty. It most likely will fit me, and it was cheaper than it would have been if I gotten it from somewhere else, so I'm very happy with this. Another thing I was very happy to find are these pants I'm wearing right now. I think they're called the spoiled track pants. This is actually, these pants, or another pair of these pants, were actually, I think, the first full-on Lazy Oaf like piece of clothing that I bought. However, it has a stain on it because periods are hard, and I couldn't get it out, and I was very sad because that's literally one of my favorite pieces of clothing, and like the only piece of lounge clothes that I own. But I found the same pair in a smaller size, but it still fits me. It has little heart-shaped pockets with ruffles on them, and roughly pockets here. They're really long, but that's okay. They're cozy, and I'm just happy to have my spoiled track pants back. This was a free item. I was wearing it today, that's why it looks like that. This is a free t-shirt that everybody got who was fast enough. I don't know if they had enough for everybody, but because the box was pretty empty when I got there. This is a size M/L. I don't know if they had a smaller size. It's just like, it's slightly, like, I feel like it could be smaller, but it doesn't look too big on me anyway. Red and pink stripes, the classic Lazy Oaf eye, and then kind of like the shark bikini top. It has like teeth or ruffles or whatever these are on the bottom, and then the head hole is like a black, like the color is black. And next day when we went to the Lazy Oaf store, it was funny because the lady knew to ask us about the sample sale because I had this shirt on, so she realized that we had been there. Hello, it's several hours later, but I literally forgot. I was watching YouTube and I'm wearing my PJs. It was in my bag, but it was so dark that I didn't see it when I was doing the haul earlier. So I just wanted to pop in and show it to you before the end of the video because consistency. This is from this year's one of the collections. I think this came out in the autumn. I have a friend who actually got this from sale on the site. I don't know why it's in the sample sale. Maybe because it's missing the string that comes with it here in the back. But I'm actually excited because apparently this original string, my friend told me, is the same material as the dress. I'm actually really excited about the idea of putting like maybe a pink or a blue like ribbon, full-on old-fashioned ribbon there. And again, this is a good example of that thing. Like, I like this. I already liked it. I like the slogan, "Not nice." I thought it was pretty basic, so I didn't really feel the need to have it in my wardrobe, although like I like the idea of this top and especially with the slogan. But then I realized, which I didn't see at the website because I just kind of passed through this because I was just like, okay, it's a black dress with a white slogan text, like I don't really care. The back of it, right at the nape of your neck, forms a heart when you actually tie this thing in. And that is like the cutest thing. I really like cutouts in general. Like cutouts in interesting places, especially in the back, are my favorite. Heart-shaped cutouts especially. And like this is just, it's perfect placement. And especially with a different color ribbon, it's gonna look so cute. So I got it and I'm very excited about it. Again, if you were at the sample sale, please tell me what you got, like comment down below. That would be really awesome. I wanna hear what all of you got. If you weren't at the sample sale, comment down what your favorite Lazy Oaf piece is, either from what I got or just in general, what you've gotten or seen on the internet or whatever. I wanna like talk to you about Lazy Oaf stuff because that's cool. Possibly my favorite thing that I got. The grand finale, once again. I think this is supposed to be a raincoat. I don't know if I'm gonna use this raincoat or if I'm just gonna use it as an accessory, like see-through plastic accessory, because it doesn't have a hood, so it doesn't really work as a raincoat, or you would have to have to have an umbrella anyway, which fine, but like I still think I'm gonna prioritize using it just as a coat or a jacket, and then maybe use it more when it's rainy or whatever. This particular piece, they had a couple of these in a box in the back. And I didn't see anyone else pick it up, but I'm sure somebody else did. So this is not like a unique piece. There are a couple of these. But I know for a almost fact that this has never been sold anywhere else except for the sample sale. And I understand why, because it's very stiff and very difficult to wear. Like, it's clearly not engineered very well or designed very well for use. So if I had paid like, I don't know, 80 euros or 60 euros for this on the website, I would be very pissed. But since I didn't, and I got it for quite a good price, I think it was £40, which is still a bit of money, but still, like, for a Lazy Oaf item that is unique, that's pretty good. So this is a see-through pink jacket in almost a trench coat design. It's not long enough to be a trench coat, but it's almost a trench coat design, and it's pink and it has multicolored glitter all over it. And it just basically, I'm pretty sure one of my Barbie dolls had this exact jacket when I was a kid. It's very stiff. I'm gonna put it on so you can see it better, because it's kind of hard to get an idea of what it looks like. I understand that this was never like manufactured fully, because it's like, it's very stiff, and maybe it'll get like easier to put on once I've worn it a couple of times. But it's like crazy inconvenient and a little uncomfortable, but it's so freaking cool that I don't even care. Also, the buttons are so freaking tight that I almost pull them off every time I try to button or unbutton something. So I'm not gonna go through the trouble. This is a size S as well, which is not too small, but it could have been bigger. Here we go. So you have a couple of buttons. I'm just gonna button one, and like, you see how it doesn't really sit perfectly because it's so freaking stiff. But oh, there we go. I lost the button. Shit. Well, I'm gonna fix that later. So I'm saying that I understand why this was never manufactured properly. Then we have a belt here, and this is what it looks like. It's really like, it's difficult to move around in and kind of inconvenient, but it has pockets, and I freaking love it. Like, there could be a million things wrong with this and I would still love it. I'm gonna sew that button back on once I find it from my pile of Lazy Oaf stuff. If you were one of the other people who got one of these jackets, comment down below, because I wanna bond with you over the fact that we have this unique, although very uncomfortable Lazy Oaf piece, and like, let's like hang out and all wear our Barbie dream jackets. I'm gonna take this off and put all of the stuff that I just like threw on all over my floor back in my suitcase so I can take it home with me when I leave. If you want to see more videos of Lazy Oaf properly in the future, you should definitely stick around, because I'm at least gonna do a Lazy Oaf collection video, but probably also in the future there will be other Lazy Oaf hauls if I know myself. So, and if you want to join the Facebook group, you definitely should. It's just called Lazy Oaf Sales. It's a really nice community, and you can find pretty good pieces, cool pieces that you might have been looking for, like secondhand. And everyone's really nice. So I'll hopefully see you in the Facebook group, or in the next sample sale, or just around the internet. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you sometime in the future. This is a workout. I'm free!